What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. For anyone new here, my name's Kyle, aka the Paranormal Dwarf. So, today I wanted to make a video about the gear that I use whenever I go investigating. So, let's get into it. All right. So, the first piece of gear that I use is called a K2 meter. And so what this will do is this will pick up EMF, otherwise known as electromagnetic frequencies, and that is what, spirits or ghosts are said to be made up of. And so whenever a spiritual, energy comes in contact with this, like, look, I really have to like hit this in order for this thing to go off. So this is very what's the word I'm looking for here? Sensitive? Yeah, sensitive about, what it picks up, what kind of frequency it'll pick up. Like, look, I have it right next to my laptop and it's barely going off whatsoever. So, yeah, very, very nice to have. Really, really great piece of equipment to use. So that's why I use a K2 meter. All right, next up. Okay, so the next piece of equipment that I like to use is a digital voice recorder. And what this will be used for is picking up what is known as EVPs, otherwise known as electronic voice phenomenon. And now, spirits are said to be able to speak within a frequency that our human ears cannot hear. But yet, a digital voice recorder will be able to hear on those frequencies. And so that's why, in my opinion, I really think that having a digital voice recorder, is a very big part of the arsenal of having, this sort of equipment while I'm investigating. So yeah, love that. All right, next up. All right. So my camera that I use, here I'll show you guys this as it turns on. This is a Ordro. It's not a very, well-known brand. I think it was like $70 off of Amazon. I'm filming while I'm filming. So stupid. Anyways, simplistic to use, very lightweight. And it just being me, I don't need, some gigantic camera that's going to be super heavy while I'm trying to walk around and investigate. This thing has night vision. I don't know if you guys can quite see that, but yeah, it's got night vision, super nice. I've had it been plugged in for quite some time, so I'm ready to really get busy using this thing. So yeah, a camera, super, super helpful. All right, let's keep it moving. All right, so the next piece of equipment that I like to use is my SB7 Spirit Box. And so now what this is going to do, this is going to act as an ITC device. And so what that will do is be a frequency that will be able to scan forwards and in reverse as a radio signal kind of frequency that is very difficult. I won't use the word impossible. I can hear my niece downstairs. So cute. Anyways, a spirit will be able to use the white noise of the frequency sweeps of the radio stations in order to come through. But like I was saying, this thing will sweep so fast in both forward and reverse that it's very difficult for any like radio interference to really make any sort of sensible wording or logic. But a spirit will be able to use this very easily. I've used this on multiple occasions. I'll get into those stories at a later point in time, but I'm a huge, huge fan of spirit boxes. I know they make like a SB7 Pro. I don't have the money for that one right now, but maybe later on down I will pick that one up. So yeah, Spirit Box, huge fan. All right, so my next piece of gear that I use is a REM pod. I'll turn this on here quickly for you. And so what this will do is this will pick up motion and it'll pick up a temperature spike or difference. There you go. Sorry for the screeching noise. But when a spirit comes in contact with this, it will set all of these different, alarms and whatnot off. And so therefore, it's very easy to use and very easy for a spirit to be able to manipulate and use during an investigation. Very handy, lightweight. I really enjoy it. Just use a 9-volt battery. So yeah, very inexpensive to use. So yeah, my REM pod, love this thing. And I wouldn't go investigating without it. All right, I think I only got one more piece to show you guys, so let's get into it. All right, so the last piece of equipment that I have when I go investigating is my music box. I really love this thing. I love the coffin shape of this. And let me unlock this really quickly for you. So that is the inside of it. I keep the USB with it to charge it, very easily. And then the antenna. Sorry, let me get this out of here to show you guys. Bear with me. All right, so the antenna goes into this hole right here. And then there's that. I will quickly shut this if I can. So then that's the sound it'll make whenever something comes into contact with this. Usually this opens. I don't know why it's not. Oh, because it's locked. No. Uh-oh. Hopefully it's not broken. But yeah, it's said to open, and then it usually closes on its own. Oh well. Hopefully that's not broken already. I've barely used it. But yeah, I bring this, again, it'll pick up motion, EMF, and make a really creepy noise so that way I know something's there. How lovely, right? But yeah, those are the pieces of gear that I use whenever I go investigating. Now, there is one other piece of gear that I'm in the market for, but it is very expensive, and it is called an Ovilus. And what that will do is it'll act like a word database that a spirit will be able to pick a word, and then it'll digitally speak out loud the word that it chooses, unlike an EVP or a spirit box. Again, it'll be a digital voice rather than a frequency or something other than that. But yeah, those are like $600, and I don't have the money for that. So yeah, those are the pieces of gear that I bring with me every time I go investigating. Let me know, do you guys use, the same similar equipment? Do you guys have other equipment that you use? I would love to hear from you guys. Let me know, drop a comment down below. And let me know if there's other pieces of gear that you guys think I should maybe try to look for and or use. So yeah, hit me up. Let me know. Again, it's just me and I don't have other people with me. So just bear with me as I'm trying to go through this journey. Also, if you have not done so yet, please hit that subscribe button. It is free for you and it helps me immensely. Again, thank you. My name's Kyle, and I am the Paranormal Dwarf. I will see you guys in the next one.